Hello, my name is David.
Hello, my name is Liz.
My name's Haley.
My name's James.
Can you imagine if there was an industry that preserved the environment, reduced greenhouse gases, and created millions of new jobs just by what you threw away? There is such an industry. Recycling does this and so much more. I've been recycling for as long as I can remember. I grew up near a large landfill in Cincinnati, Ohio, and there I learned the importance of recycling. How much trash do you think you throw away each day? 1, maybe 2 pounds? It might surprise you that according to the October 20th, 2009 article in the New York Times, Nudging Recycling from Less to None by Leslie Kaufman, the average American throws away 4.6 pounds of trash each day, and over half of that ends up in landfills. There are 3 reasons why it would behoove everyone to recycle. The first reason is that recycling reduces the amount of trash that ends up in landfills. The second reason is that recycling is good for the environment. And the third reason is that recycling is good for the economy. According to the 2008 EPA Facts and Figures report, in the December 2009 issue of Biocycle magazine, in 2008, Americans generated over 250 million tons of waste. Imagine if all that waste went into landfills. No one wants to live near a landfill, especially one that is being overfilled with garbage. Recycling reduces the amount of trash that goes into landfills. Garbage is a huge problem with landfills. Landfills can only hold so much, and once they are full, a new one needs to be reopened. So essentially, more garbage equals more landfills. In 2010, Harvard University published an article titled Myths and Excuses on their website. It states that biodegradable waste breaks down into methane gas in landfills. The methane gas is usually released into the atmosphere, where it is a potent greenhouse gas. And as we all know, greenhouse gases contribute to the global warming problem. Furthermore, we send many recyclable materials to landfills, which means most of our trash can be recycled. In the March 2005 article, Recycling Means Business, Impact of Recycling on North Carolina Economy, issued by the North Carolina Department of Environmental and Natural Resources, the majority of waste that is sent to landfills is composed of highly recyclable materials. Some of the most well-known recyclable materials are paper, like this, plastics, this, aluminum, and glass. Some other recyclable materials that aren't so well known are single-use batteries, motor oil, and printer cartridges. Recycling reduces trash in landfills. That's not all it does. Recycling also helps preserve the environment. Recycling does this by helping to conserve our natural resources. According to Why Recycle, issued by the City of Fort Collins in Colorado in 2010, by recycling one ton of office paper, we can conserve 24 trees and over 7,000 gallons of water. The City of Fort Collins also states in the same article that by recycling 1 ton of steel, we can conserve 2,500 pounds of iron ore, 1,400 pounds of coal, and 120 pounds of limestone. Recycling also helps conserve energy. In the same article from the City of Fort Collins, it is reported that it takes 95% less energy to recycle aluminum than it does to produce it from the ore. It takes 60% less energy to recycle steel, 40% less energy to recycle paper, and 70% less energy to recycle plastic, and 40% less energy to recycle glass. The City of Fort Collins also states that in 2000, the EPA reported a savings of 660 trillion BTUs for British thermal units, which is the traditional unit for energy. This amount is equal to the energy used in 6 million homes. Recycling helps decrease trash in landfills and helps conserve the environment. It also helps boost the economy. Recycling creates hundreds or even thousands of new jobs. The 2008 article, Top 10 Reasons to Recycle at greensimmons.edu, states that 56,000 recycling enterprises employ more than 1.1 million people across the country with an annual payroll of $37 billion. Recycling just 10,000 tons of waste can create as many as 36 new jobs. Many products today are made from recycled materials. These are just a couple of examples. These Linux lockers are made from 100% recycled high-density polyethylene plastic, which is the same plastic that is used in milk jugs. This chair from greenhome.com is made from 100% recycled plastics. These bags by Kraft are made from 100% recycled material. The EcoBuilt line of garage doors by Overhead Door are made from 100% recycled wood fiber. Even cars can be made of recycled materials. The 6th generation Volkswagen Golf is made from over 40% recycled materials. These belts by Tie-Ups are made from recycled rubber and plastic. This backpack by Osprey is made from 70% recycled materials. And this t-shirt by Playback is made from 50% recycled cotton and 50% recycled polyester. According to the 1997 article, Recycle Sales, New Jobs Cited in State Survey in BioCycle magazine, in Iowa alone, more than $100 million in sales of recycled materials were generated in 1995. And the firms that process the goods, they paid local and state government over $6 million in taxes. As you can see, recycling is not only good for our planet and our natural environment, but it is also good for the economy and the business environment. Just to recap a little bit from my speech, there are 3 main reasons why it would behoove everyone to recycle. Today, I talked about how recycling reduces the amount of trash that ends up in landfills. I then talked about how recycling is good for the environment, and finally I talked about how recycling is good for the economy. The recycling industry is the only industry to preserve the environment, reduce greenhouse gases, and create millions of new jobs, just based on how much you throw away. Why not help the world by recycling your trash instead of sending it to a landfill, where eventually it might decompose and turn into methane gas, which will add to our growing problem. Thank you.